Well, hello, welcome back to the channel, The Chronicles of Mr. Fish, with moi, Mr. Fish. Today I'm coming to you from this. What is this, I hear you ask? Well, I actually can't hear you ask because I'm on the screen on your computer probably, and that would be really weird. But today I'm coming from the Yamaha MT-07 Tracer. That's right, I've got this out on a demo run from Lambo Motorcycles in Shorten, Surrey. So I've got this for about half an hour. It's only a quick one because it's a popular bike and lots of people want to ride it, and it's a Saturday. Right, let's have a little look round the thing. Let's adjust the mirrors first. Oh, they're pretty shit. Fucking hell. How do they work? Well, they don't. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Tracer 700, the MT-07, based on, yeah, you guessed it, the MT-07. It's the same engine as that, and the XSR 700, parallel twin. I think it's about 680, something like that. So a quick view of it. Wheels 17-inch, I think it's a 180 on the back, 120 on the front. Parallel twin. This one's got a few extras on. It's got the Akrapovic exhaust on, which I didn't know, because it's obviously got the baffle in, so I couldn't hear that. It's got a top box on, heated grips, comfort seat. What can I tell you about it? It's blue, it's Yamaha, it's 700cc, well 680. It's a parallel twin. I've only ridden it 5 minutes, very comfortable. Well, it should be, because that's a comfort seat. I don't understand that with manufacturers. Selling you a comfort seat should be fucking comfortable when you buy it. Let's have a little look at the dash. It's got heated grips as well, look. As I said, this is a very quick overview because I want to ride it. Nice little start-up sequence. I don't know what anything does. All the buttons are the same. Starter and kill switch is all in one. All the rest is the same. You'd have to be an idiot if you don't know how switches work on a bike. It's got a gear indicator, which I like. I never thought I'd be bothered about a gear indicator till I had one. Oh, it's actually got a 12-volt charger there. I've just noticed that. That's cool. Right, what have we got? That would be the outside air temperature 22. Yeah, you're pushing it a bit. 79, that would be the engine temperature. Miles per gallon average, 50 miles per gallon average. Not bad. That'll be your instant consumption. Trip 2, trip 1, Odo, 206 miles. So it's only done 206 miles. I won't bore you with any more of the crap on the bike. I might stop in a little bit. It's got an adjustable screen. You just do these things. So it goes down there. Should we have it on low? Hi, I'm tall. It's not the most sophisticated mechanism, but it works. Alright, let's go for a ride. It's got ABS, hasn't got any traction control or electronic gizmos for the engine. So let's turn it round and take it on a bit of a test ride. Very easy to maneuver, which is always good. Screen okay if you're probably 5'10" or smaller. It's at its highest setting now, and the wind is hitting me straight in the visor, so I'd have to change that, put a bigger screen on it for me. I like this. It's got a little eco light that just keeps coming on here when you're backing off the throttle, so when you're down in the lower rev range, it tells you you're sort of like saving petrol, you're riding economically. That might annoy some people, but it doesn't me, and it suits this type of bike. A thing that bugs me about this bike, and it's not this bike, it's all manufacturers, they class this as a sports tourer. So you're meant to be going on trips, and it's an everyday bike basically, but it doesn't come with a centre stand. I find that a massive oversight. Granted, not everyone wants a centre stand, but most people that tour want a centre stand. if you get a puncture or anything like that, it's nice to just sort of like jack it up on a centre stand and do all your maintenance and stuff there, because you can't take a paddock stand around with you everywhere you go. And if it's got luggage, it's on a slant, and the side cases, if it's on the downside, when you open it, all your stuff falls on the floor. So that's nice to have a centre stand for that. Right, here on the rev counter, it gets thicker in the middle, and I believe, don't quote me on this, I might be wrong, but I'm not usually. Is the rev counter's thicker in the middle because that's where the juicy bit of the rev range is. It tails off at 10,000, it redlines at 10,000 revs. It's got a clock on it as well. I didn't mention that when I did the quick run round. The rear brake for me is a bit, I don't know, not there. It's not a problem, it's probably just needs a little bit of getting used to. But I don't know what it's got. It's probably got twin discs on the front. I didn't look. You can look back on the video and have a look and make up your mind for yourself. It's got ABS, it's got, I can't see over the front. Twin discs on the front, single disc on the back. There you go. Don't say I don't do an in-depth review. Oh, on the front lift slightly there. That was nice. So it's got enough power in second if you slam it. I wasn't at the lowest of revs, but if you give it some beans, it just came up slightly and floated. Not, but I'm sure if you're a wheelie merchant, this would be a good bike for you. Comes in 3 colours. Comes in this blue. It comes in a metallic burgundy red type and black. They're your masses of 3 colours. It handles lovely. It really does go into corners nicely, considering it's an upright bike. It's not a sports bike, and I've had it in the same gear all the way around those corners. As you can probably hear, I'm getting a lot of wind in the face, but it's not buffety. It's a clean type of wind, so not offensive. It's not all turbulence. Yeah, I like this. Good bike, good bike. Ergonomically for me, this is very nice. It's a comfortable place to be. As I say, I'm not 100% sure whether the comfort seat is worth the money. Only time would tell on that. But it feels nice. I'm 6'2" and around 17.5 stone. I do hate it when reviewers or journalists don't tell you their height and weight, so you don't get an idea of what they feel like on the bike. So I like to tell people my height, my weight. Yes, I need to go on a diet, I need to slim down, I know. But for me, this size of bike is probably the smallest I could get away with. It's a little bit higher than my CB500. But I'm going to shut up now. Yeah, it's got some get up and go, that's for sure. This MT-07 lump is, it's really nice. I do like this engine. I am becoming a fan of this engine. I've never ridden a MT-07. I haven't ridden the MT-07, I haven't ridden the XSR yet. I'm due to go at that in a minute. After I take this one back, I'll go on the XSR. The indicator switches are a bit shit. They're a bit cheap. But it is a budget bike after all. It's not a plush, super duper bike. At slow speed, it's a joy to ride. It really is joyous. And as I said, it's got quite a bit of poke. This is a fun bike. I can't believe it's as cheap as it is. They've saved money on switchgear and other little components, but they haven't skimped on that engine. And that's what this bike's about. It's about that engine. It is one of the shorter test rides I've done. He said I could only have it for 30 minutes, so I've tried to cram everything into these 30 minutes. I've probably missed stuff. There's probably stuff on here you want to look at that I haven't gone over. Well, this is basically a quick overview. It's not a review, it's a quick test ride, and to give you some basic information on the MT-07 Tracer. And on conclusion, or in conclusion even, I can tell you it's a bloody good bike. It handles really, really well. It goes really well. Looks are growing on me. I wasn't sure at first. It looks a bit unfinished without a belly pan, but I've seen the accessories catalogue. You can get a belly pan for this, and that sort of like makes it a little bit more, I don't know what the words is, pleasing on the eye. There are a few things that I would get for this. I mean, going through the accessories brochure, you got heated grips, you've also got a heated seat. You can get a heated seat for this. You've got larger screens, you've got all the luggage you want, and little bits of dress up stuff as well. It's got quite a good accessories catalogue. Obviously the exhaust underneath, which sounds nice. It's nice and deep even with the baffle in, but I would like to take the baffle out and give it full barkness. Yeah, overall I'm very impressed, very impressed. I'm not sure, as I said, what these knuckle guard things do. I'm not sure if I like those. I might prefer to get rid of those, but it seems that the indicator's all integrated into one of those, so I don't think you can just take those off, because I'd prefer proper hand guards to give me a bit more wind protection. It's a good bike. It really is a good bike. Don't like the fact that only one headlight comes on, so one's, what the, I told you this mirror's a pain in the arse. I would sort the mirrors out. That's the first thing I would do. Right, back to the headlight. Only one comes on as standard. It's got little LED lights in. Do you know what, it'd be easier to show you. As you can see, it's got one headlight on. It's got these little LEDs on the inside, the running lights. So that's what it looks like from the front. I don't like a single headlight that lights up. I prefer both. Not for any reason. It doesn't improve, well, it does improve vision, but it just stops people pulling up next to you at the lights and saying, you've only got one headlight. That really annoys me. Yeah, the only two little things that I can find, or a few things that I can find on the negative side, for me is the seat, but this is an aftermarket seat. This is the, hold on, let me do it, comfort seat, which I don't find that comfortable. It pushes me too far forward. I like to have the choice of pushing myself forward or back. I like a little bit more room in the seat, being tall. The screen needs to be taller for me, bigger, and it looks okay, but a bit of an afterthought. It's like they only had rulers on that day, set squares to make a screen. But considering it's so small, it is quite efficient. Doesn't give me any turbulence. I get wind in the face, but not a lot of turbulence, which is nice. I could deal with that. And the switch gear is a bit weak, if that's a thing. I don't know what's here. I bet that's for a mode button on something else. That's probably for a mode button on something else. Another model of theirs. But if that's all I can pick up that's negative, oh, and this fucking mirror is really annoying. And that needs tightening, but that's probably just this bike. Hopefully it's just this bike and they don't all flap and spin around. But as I said, if that's the only negatives I can find, all have remedies to that. You can buy aftermarket stuff and you can change things. So not bad really. If they're the negatives I can find, this is a bloody good bike. And for the price it is, just over 6,000 or about 6,500. Wow, that's quite impressive. That is really, really impressive. Yamaha, I have to say, you've done a really, really good job with this bike. I like it. I like it a lot. And on that note, I should bid you farewell. So remember, stay safe. I love you all. Fish out.